What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. Looks like we got some action right as we enter the market here today. Without further ado, let's just get ready to do the charts because I'm setting up some trades. Looks like a long attempt on the euro is going to happen and a long attempt on the ES is going to happen. So let me just set up these trades here and then we'll get into it. I'm actually just gonna smash one in right now on maybe even two. We'll see what happens. An ES trade is a bit hard to take. It's kind of a little bit of a water stop, but it should be sorry, music's a little loud here. It should be okay. I think it should be okay to take a stab at it anyway. We'll see if we even get it, you know. This ES trade looks, or sorry, this euro trade looks okay too. The US dollar is taking liquidity now above, so you know this is an area to reject. They could just bring it back down just to here, but that's okay. You know, even if we get just to there, it's okay. We'll take a profit target and move stuff into profit. Well, not quite at the zone yet, but you know we're pretty close to the top of this zone for ES. Would like to see it a little bit lower, but we did gain this. I still think this could go a little bit lower, but I think we'll probably make a run up here first. So hopefully down first, then up, then down, something like that. And I mean, like, dollar's been bouncing around this range for look how long, right? This has been up and down in this range for a long time. So we are at the top of the range. These are trades that you look to take. You want to take trades that are at the extremes, right? So fast and furious, just starting out. Hope we're all doing well. We got the trades in though. I'll update the side panel there in a minute. If we did get filled on the ES, or we did get filled on the euro, so I guess we'll update that for sure. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well today. Pretty chill day for me. Laundry machine broke, had to fix it. All good, fixed now. So yeah, it's this is where I just want the target. I'll even move these down a bit. We'll see if we get filled. Would be nice if we got some kind of a fill here too. But this is definitely in the zone for a pullback. Maybe even down to this 4 hour here for the US dollar. Yeah. You can look at the econ calendar. Anything today? Nothing significant. Nothing too significant. You can see I've updated the stream there on the side. You can on the side there, on this side, all along there. These are all like kind of more longer term positions, and then I will put my futures trading in there too. And just trying to be as transparent as I can with this stuff with the stream. Plus I kind of like doing it, so it's all good. I am building small accounts again here, so you know it is gonna be, I used all my money, so I just have to build it back up again. And we are taking a euro long, not short. Euro long. These prices might be a little off on the futures. It's the only way I could pull it into the sheets here. I don't know. I didn't know exactly how to do it, so this is really just the best I could do. What do we get in here at? .0744. $1.0744. Yeah, see, like it's the price of the price of the euro is off on this because I'm on next month's contract, so the price is going to be a little off until we're on the current month contract. I think the contract flips over today or tomorrow, so I don't know. It just kind of is what it is. It's just once we're on the current contract, then it's the prices will reflect a little bit better. Right now, that you know, it's just the best we're gonna get. Because I'm not really taking the price is being pulled not from a future, not from the exact contract. It's being pulled just from the price of whatever euro USD is in the FX market. So we did get a little test there on the euro. We're going with one contract here. I still think we could get a little bit of a retest. So we'll hold on and see. Same with the ES here. If ES takes off and doesn't fill us here, I'm just gonna be removing those orders. So and then we can go from there. At least we got a little piece of the EU. That was, it's just as soon as I sat down, I was like, oh shit, we're gaining. So I had to kind of act fast. You guys, I'm not sure if you guys saw how I put the orders in here. So when I enter orders, I enter in like one contract first, then two contracts, then three contracts. So you're scaling into the trade, and the stop stays the same for everything. So you know, these trades like this, you're risking like around 100 to 120 bucks, something like that. And then, you know, even less on the spot or on the EU future. But same thing on the EU future, right? One, just smashed one in, and then two, and then three. Or I think I did two and then two. Regardless, it's just a scale into a trade. Same thing when you go get out of the trade, you should be scaling out, right? Definitely take PTs, but you definitely need to hold on to runners too. And just, you know, just see what happens. This isn't really a super convincing gain. They did gain it though. They did gain it. So we're playing off this, and then we'll just see how hard they dump it for the retest. Hopefully we can get, you know, hopefully it's not just a loser day. We'll see. And I'm probably gonna adjust these orders to line up with this here. So before this, somewhere like that. If we get filled. We shall see if we get filled, if we get filled, if we get filled. Make sure we're all going here. Everything good, everything good. Yeah, everything's good. Okay. Great. We did take a trade on AMC yesterday in the stocks. You can see it's up 5.5%. Pretty good. Pretty good day for AMC. The reason we took this trade on AMC is because it's just started showing a little. It started showing a little strength here on the weekly market. Or on the weekly levels. So, you know, it gained this. It had a blaster candle, took the liquidity already. So, you know, the next stop is this here really for AMC. That's at 14 bucks. So that's like, you know, pretty significant. Yeah, I would expect them to come back up here. This is probably going to be a banger of a short too. I'll probably put the PTs here. Right here at $11. 11.22 is with the level, so 11 bucks, something like that. And then we'll see if that plays. I'll definitely be putting some PTs there. If I don't know if anybody's interested in taking trades like that, but these are trades where this is kind of what you look for, man, in trading. You know. You're looking for a gain of a retest of a weekly level. So they blasted this and then they came back down and retested it, and now they're going again. So on the retest, they retested this, the weekly level. On the daily, you can see it here. They retested the weekly, which is the weekly. They retested it, then they gained the daily, which is the daily swing. They gained it pretty aggressively too. Then they retested, so I got back in. I can't remember exactly where, but I got it back in there somewhere. With my stops are just here. So we'll see if that pans out. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, you know, it's all good. Doesn't have to. But these are kind of the situations that you look for when in trading in general, man. All right, let's see if we can get another fill on the EU here. Kind of just want to push it. I'm just gonna push one more, man. All right. This is what we got to fill on the ES too. So let's see if we can get a pump here, boys. We're in the market. What's up, brother? Skank Matt. Thanks for stopping in, brother. $0.06 to 50 cents? That's huge. That's massive, man. Don't forget to take profits, yeah? All right, we got another fill here on the euro. This is the level to hold, man. Like this would be good to hold this. You know, I think that we'll see some kind of a move, at least back up to here. You staked a bit on ETH. Is it like a DeFi project kind of thing? Hey, I appreciate the follow too. I missed the alert. I'm just gonna run it again, make sure. Yeah, okay, cool. I don't have the sounds coming for the alerts. I don't know why. I think I removed them. Bitcoin on, but just post the chart. Just post the link to the chart. I'll look at it. I can look it up. I don't know what to look up, right? Bitcoin on base. Bitcoin on like the exchange base. I don't know what you're talking about, you know? The exchange base. I don't know if that's even on here. Yeah. Is it a DEX? What's base, you know? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, this base swap? Is that it? Must be. Nothing there, bro. All right, the one contract I guess is doing okay in the ES. The Euro trade still looking okay. We're in for 3 contracts in the Euro trade. Kind of dumping hard now, but we'll see. I wish I would have got another contract or 2 in the ES trade here, man. This could go just all-time high again. Just one contract kind of sucks. If we go up here before testing the bottom here, I'm gonna be closing out the rest of these orders. I think maybe the audio is not hooked up here. Yeah, alerts. Monitor on. That's probably why. So yeah, I don't know if this Euro trade is dumping pretty hard. I don't know if it's gonna work out or not for us, boys. We'll see. We're almost at my last entry here. Might as well just fucking push this now at this point. All right, we're in for 5. This didn't really fail, eh? Probably wasn't the smartest. This probably wasn't the smartest trade, really. Bitcoin on base. BTCB. Let's check it out for you, brother. Bitcoin on base. The fuck is this thing? Hard for me to... Oh, it's up 141%. Yes, from yesterday. That's crazy, dude. Is this it? No. Some of these coins, man, they're hard to find on the regular. Yeah, here I got it. Yeah, you know, it's hard to find these things on proper charting platform. You know, you can just bring up this though, and kind of just do a little market analysis on it for you. Talk about a blast off. Yeah, as long as it holds this level, 35, you're good to go. So it held 35. I think it's going back higher than this. As long as it holds 35, you're good to go for higher. And then once it's higher, you need to kind of reassess the situation. But right now, it's holding where it needs to. It kind of sucks. I can't see this with the bring up candles here. So these are 7 days. What's each candle worth here? So it's not 35, it's more like 22, around 22. As long as it holds above that, then it'll most likely go higher. But it's hard to know with this stuff, you know. This is when you have a move like this, you make sure to take profits is what you really should do. You know, you can't have a giant move like that and then not take profits. You need to take some profits, at least like 15% or something, right? Like to just get something out of it. Took some already. All right, perfect. Yeah, you're good then. Yeah, you're good. If you just take some profits, move your stop into profit, or take out how much you take out enough to cover what you had in it, and then just let the rest fucking ride, man. That's kind of what you do for trading. I'm actually going to close out of this Euro trade because I didn't look at the I didn't look at this. This 15 doesn't look like it's going to hold, or the 15 on the dollar looks like it's going to hold. But we should have some kind of a pullback. Where am I from, by the way? Originally, I'm from Canada, but I live in Bali now. Netherlands, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's trading going? Trading's going pretty good, man. Like I can't complain. It's I've kind of just been trading I'm just getting back into trading on the futures and stuff. But it's been going pretty good. Slow going, but that's usually how it goes. You just slowly build the accounts. I took most of my money that I made from trading over the past like 10 years and I invested in Bali here. So I invested in a bunch of villa rentals. So I'm kind of doing that now too. Yeah, I'm going to close out of this trade. Closing out at a loss already. Pretty shit. If this ends up pumping, I'm gonna be pissed. But it looks like it wants to do another sweep down. The The dollar looks like it wants to hold here. And I didn't really check this before I got involved. So we'll wait on this one. It sucks starting the day with starting the day with a $37 loss. Great. Yeah, but trading over the past like 10 years have been going fucking swimmingly, man. I learned how to trade maybe, I don't know, 5 years ago. Maybe I started being profitable around 4 years ago, something like that. And then I made bank over the past 4 years. And then bought 3 villas in Bali, Indonesia. And now my accounts are small again, so I'm just gonna build it back up. And I figured, fuck it, I'll just do it online too. Or I'll stream it, because why not, right? Trading is like kind of a boring game. There's you're sitting in a room by yourself, you know what I mean? So it's a lot. I think it's a lot cooler if you can stream, and if some people can learn a little bit on what's going on, then that's good too. How long have you been trading? Look at the ecom. I don't think there's anything. No, there's nothing super important here today. So there won't be any market volatility at 8:30. Yeah, it should be relatively quiet. Just regular price action. What kind of system do you trade? Do you just trade price action, or is it some other kind of thing? I'm seeing a little bit more sells here on the euro. The dollar does look like it's gonna gain here. That was a mistake on my part. I definitely kind of jumped the gun on that trade. I should not have. Kind of make it a rule not to get into positions just seconds before when I sit down and look at all the shit. $14 years, but took some breaks in between. Coinbase is rough with the fees. A little rough with the fees on Coinbase. You should look for a different trading platform. BitMEX is probably the best for active trading. I mean, if you're just buying spot whatever things, it doesn't really matter. You need to get your money in somehow, right? But so I'm long here on the ES from 473. Again, this pricing is going to be a little off because this thing doesn't update until 9:30. 743.75. $473.75. It says I'm down $200 and I'm actually up $23. That's not the greatest. I guess that'll update on when the day starts here at 9:30 when we have the open. So if we gain here and then lose something, then I'll look to get back into a long here on the euro. Yeah, on BitMEX, they actually pay you to enter trades, so you pay nothing. You end up paying nothing at all. They pay you. Coinbase is really they're the best. Yeah, BitMEX. They're like one of the highest fee platforms. For BitMEX, you need to be able to trade there though, also, right? So it's kind of depends on if you're allowed to trade there or not. Some countries are banned. I think Netherlands is okay though. I do most of my crypto trading on Leverage Bybit, but you know, who knows what's going on with these platforms. I don't like to give too much recommendations for crypto exchanges because, you know, it's kind of a gray dark area. I don't want to be held accountable if these things, you know, they go down or whatever and people lose money. I don't want to be held accountable for it. But yeah, I would look into BitMEX if you're an active trader, especially if you're an active trader. If you're not an active trader, then you know the fees are not too, they don't matter too much. I wish we would have got more entries here on this ES trade. Yeah, if you're not an active trader and you're not taking like, you know, a few trades a day, then it's not a huge deal, right? But for me, like if I were to pay high fees, the fees are just going to cut right into my profits, right? Because if I'm taking that many trades per day. I'm pretty lazy trader too, man. Like it's not like I'm super active. I'll trade, you know, I come to the market at like 7:30 and then I wait until market open and I try to get into 1 or 2 trades per day. That's it. And then after that, I'm kind of out, you know. If I don't like to sit at the computer all day long, or all night long here in Bali. So I try to be done by like, you know, 10:30 at the very latest. So I got market open at 9:30, and then if a trade doesn't materialize within the next little while, you know, within by like 10:30, I'm usually just out. Oh, if you pay $30 a month, you get no fees on Coinbase. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. That's pretty cool. If that's the case, then that's not too bad, you know. If you can just pay $30 a month. Looks like this ES trade is off to the races now. It kind of sucks that we just got one contract. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be the target for one. If we just get one. If it gets up to this target, I'm gonna remove the rest of these orders. I mean, I should probably actually remove them right now. Let's be honest. It didn't do what I thought here. Only got the front run. It's okay. And then I'll move the stop up to break even here too. In the profit by $2. We'll see. See if that works out today or not. Kind of need it to, because I'm down $40 if it doesn't. The looks like the dollar still wants to gain here. EU still holding on to this range, but really it's Let me just look at the. This is a good spot for them to. They could go a little bit. Oh no, this is the spot. This really is the spot for them to do it. But it really depends on this, you know. If this does not fail here, then this is going to go down. Do you know about price action? A skink mat? Yeah, good. That's basically how I trade. I just trade big time frame ideas, small time frame entries, and just fully just price action based. NQ gaining up here too. Kind of held this. They gained this before. So they did gain this and then they held it. And now they're gaining again on the internal trend. So they're gaining this. So it's just kind of an upper range kind of thing. I don't usually like to trade the upper range, but it's this is a valid trade. Same with kind of the ES was like an upper range kind of thing. They didn't even really get to the level where I was looking like I wanted them back down here. But I'll take a ES could do something like this, right? Go up here and then go down here. And then this will be where the big trading happens to go back up here. You kind of got to know when you're trading, especially when you're trading the futures, you just need to know like where you are in the trend, you know what I mean, and just know what the trade is going to be worth. You know, is this a trade you should hold for all-time high, or should you be taking should you be taking profits at certain levels, you know? Check out this video.
If you think about, because oftentimes people think about like the dollar price of Bitcoin, like what if it's $1 million?
Right.
Well, what if it's 10 million? And if you start to just think about the brass tacks, well, let's just go through the exercise.
So that's where I want to get to. Yeah.
Then it starts to become larger than the dollar system.
Right.
Right. And so if these are two monies competing with each other, and one starts to break out in a way that now I'm big brother, me Bitcoin, I'm bigger than dollar.
Yeah. Bitcoin is just about price action though too, man, really. You know, I can break down the Bitcoin chart here and you know, it can explain everything just with price action, you know. Let's get a longer chart here. BTC USD T. So Bitcoin, let's look at this range back here. Bitcoin blasted off to 20K. Then they came down. They tested the weekly level. Had a massive bounce off it. Right in to the weekly level. Then came back down. Tried to hold this weekly and didn't. They failed it here. So that was the first sign that they're going to dump it. And then they took the liquidity here and then dumped it right to the weekly level. This was the level to hold, you know what I mean? Right here. And then they gained the weekly level And then here they came back and tested the weekly level. You know what I mean? They came back and tested it. I took massive longs here, but I sold way before this shit. But I did get rebuy back in on the retest of this around 19 is where I started piling in orders. And then when we gained this, I bought this. So this is a gain of a weekly and then a retest of the weekly in the trend. I actually started buying here on because they gain this, but this is an internal trend, so it's not as strong. So this one it was the big play. So I put everything I had back in here, and I didn't sell much. I did sell about 20% of my portfolio up here, but to me this just looks like it's going back to all-time high. Maybe we'll come back down here. You know, there's a possibility. This is the next weekly level down, and then there's this too. A lot of people are looking at this zone, and then there's big weekly liquidity here too. So this will be a big zone for if the price does go back down there. This will be a big zone for buys, and the buys that you take down here, you sell up here. Now, could it go higher? Of course it could. If you want to look at the fibs and try to figure out where the next stop is for Bitcoin on the big time frame, the next stop for Bitcoin from this last pullback, the 618 is at 100K. So yeah. Yeah, I believe it's going to go much higher too. So I would imagine that, but once the price gets up to here to the 618, this is you need to be taking significant profits, right? You take profits and then you just buy back in on when it dips again. If it gets much past the 618, really the next level is going to be the 2618, so that's going to be up here 150. Yeah, it's good for other coins, but most of those other coins are all going to shit anyway. You should just be careful with those, you know what I mean? Because the most coins, like 95% of them, man, are going to go to zero. Bitcoin will not, but I don't believe anyway. But the most of these altcoins, they're all going to zero, man. All of them. Most of them are, you know. All right, so it looks like the dollar did gain here, and the EU is still trying to hang on here. So we'll see if they can hang on. Right now, all I'm doing is looking for a failure on the dollar. And then I'll look for longs on the EU. The EU is still in the long spot. I still would have had my trade. I will re-enter this trade, if they, you know, if they hang on here and if this fails. Now that we've made it a higher high than this, it looks like, you know, even if they start failing, this will start pumping. Yeah, the bigger players hanging on, you know, for Bitcoin, is that what you're talking about? The thing is that you can see when they don't, you know what I mean? It's all in the chart. You can see the failures happening. Look at Bitcoin again back here. So I was long in this area in Bitcoin, and this is the area where I started selling Bitcoin, because we made here. Let's just clean this up a bit so you can see and just try to explain the price action here a little bit to you. So how price action works, right? Just a very basic. I'm sure you already know. You said you've studied price action a little bit. Very basic thing in price action is it makes higher highs and lower lows, and then it makes a new high above the previous high and a lower low than the previous low. Once that structure changes, then the trend is changing. So when you start seeing stuff like this happen and they've made a lower low, this is the areas to get out of trades and to short, right? And if you can't short, then you just start liquidating positions. But you could see in the Bitcoin chart right here. So they went up, made a new high on the weekly, went down, made a new high on the weekly, held the weekly, made a new high on the weekly, lost the weekly. So when they came back up, this was the area to take shorts. Didn't quite get to it, but that was the area to take shorts. So this is where I started scaling out of most of my positions. Last time. And then this last time I got into almost everything here. And then because we made new highs, when a chart makes a new high, it's most likely that it's gonna pull back, right? And even a little pullback like this, in the grand scheme of things, this is not that it's not that much. So we'll see, but there is a lot of support in here at this point for it to hold on the weekly level. But we could see a pullback to the area I was talking about before, the liquidity underneath here. That will be where the big players are going to be getting involved for sure. Yeah, it could. I don't know. All I do is take setups, right? I can change this to the Bitcoin chart if you like. Just because I don't really trade the NQ that much. So just look at the 4 hour here for a second. Yeah, but Bitcoin looks like it's headed lower, right? They failed to make new highs. They're holding on to this 4 hour for like dear life. This is the trend that we're in right here. Right here. This order block. So they need to hold above that, and they've already failed it, right? So it's not looking good for Bitcoin. If they were gonna hold this, they would have made new highs here. If they were gonna hold this range, they should have made new highs there. But they didn't. And then also they failed the 4 hour here on the way down. So, this could easily just go like this. And then there will be big liquidity under here, so it would go like that, and then there'll be a pop. And then we'll see what happens there after that. And the bottom side of that's not tested, so there's this area looks kind of interesting to me. 64. We'll see what happens there. There might be an opportunity there if it does pull back that far. All right, man. Yeah, still rocking here. Our only trade. We're probably gonna get stopped out of this, I'm sure. This doesn't look too convincing now. They didn't make new highs here. If they had a close up there, it would have been a lot more convincing. Yo. ES, or I should say Euro, still holding on to this range. The dollar's made new highs now, so just waiting for a dollar failure on the 15. They're in the zone, they're above the zone that I was looking for a failure. So we'll see if it pans out. There's a lot of like every nationality here, man. A lot of Russians, honestly. I live near the Canggu area, so there's a ton of Russians here. A lot of Russians came here to escape the war, right? And just said fuck it, and they're just living here. Yeah, I know the Dutch had control here. It wasn't, I don't think it was the greatest situation. I think the Indonesian people didn't like it very much because they were basically slaves. Look at this again, man. Wait for it. Some kind of failure here on the dollar. Yeah. My wife is Indonesian, actually, so I know all about it. They have Indonesian Independence Day here now for the day they got freed. Well, still going on the ES here. This trade's starting to look like it's gonna happen. Let's see what happens here. I wish I would have got more than one stupid little contract. Kind of sucks. I had 6 lined up, but they didn't test deep enough. Problem with trading the futures here too is a lot of times they'll do a move like this. A lot of times they'll do a move like this. So if you've moved your stop, they'll stop you out, and then they'll go. Because this still has to be tested. It doesn't have to be, but this can still be tested and still hold. This right here. Right now on one contract, $40 US. So if I had 6, it would be 6 times that. But I only got 1. See if the dollar is gonna fail this 1 minute here. Looks like they are. $0.47, yeah. Really, you should you should take all your money out of that if you want my totally honest opinion. You should put your money in something else and feel lucky that you had a 400% gain. I didn't know anything about the project or anything, but the chart looked all right actually. I wish I could pull it up in this. I can't. You can look at it, try to find it one more time. Yeah. Nah. $700 in it. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. Once you know price action good, it's better to trade stuff that has big liquidity in it because it obeys price action a lot more. Those low liquidity coins like that is sometimes they don't obey price action rules. Oh yeah, for sure. Guaranteed it feels good. It's how I bought all these fucking villas here in Bali. It's because I took a big chance on crypto way back. I started buying Bitcoin at $300. And I was in and out many times. You could have bought them for 100, yeah. Honestly, if I would have just had if I had $5,000 in Bitcoin at like $300 at one point, if I would have just held on to that, I'd be a millionaire right now. I'd have multiple millions of dollars. But you can't look at it like that, How could you have the balls to hold just keep holding through all the shit that happened? Would it be hard? You know what I mean? You gotta be crazy in the head to be holding through 90% pullbacks and shit. Fuck that. I'd rather just get in and get out. Relative to price action where you can just know what's going on, at least have an educated guess on what's going on. And Bitcoin respects price action very well, so yeah, the guy buying the pizza, yeah, I heard about it. So I am gonna get back into this Euro trade. US dollar failing to make failing to make a close here. So we'll try it again. Basically right here, right now. 20? Sure. We're just gonna do 3. Really, we should put one even closer. One will be there. One will be here. Get this out of here. Should have just left my trade alone. Okay, we're in for 3 at 0.736. 0.736. Okay. Couple futures trades. That'll probably be it for the trades for today. We'll we wanna. Sometimes it's hard to get out of those coins. Can it work? Can you trade that coin? What exchange is it on though? Is it on like a proper exchange? Is there liquidity?
World, people, it becomes very obvious.
Oh, it's on Coinbase, really? Okay. So you can trade it on Coinbase? If it's on Coinbase, I should be able to find it here. Oh, the wallet. Oh, that's a little different. Can you set here? I have it in the chat here. Let me just look at that coin market cap thing again. 54 cents you're at. Let's go. Yeah, it's on like Uniswap, right? Here's the ticker right here. BTC WE WETH. Can I get this? Crypto? BTCB. Nah. I just wish I could get it in the charting program here, right? Like all I see is this. Yeah, this is it. No, 52 cents. Yeah. See if I can get a different chart. Yeah, this is the only charting I see on it. Yeah, but like, which Uniswap, you know? This WETH. This is it. No, this isn't it. V2, V3 base. Oh, okay. This is V3. You know, nothing on BTCB. I tried, brother. I tried for you, man. I did. Okay, let's see if we can get some movement here on the euro. Did I take this out on the wrong contract? I think I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Let's try it one last time. Unistop, V3, V2 base, V2 base. You don't have just V3. They have V3, V2 Ethereum. Want me to do that? Try that one. No. Unfortunately not, brother. This is the only thing that pops up with that. $30 till market open. I think we're probably just going to be chilling here in these ranges until market open. And then we shall see what happens. It is Friday after all. Looks like my ES position is probably going to get stopped. Yeah, you should take some out, man. Honestly, put it in something else, man. Put it in, you know, whatever. Just take it out. Go buy pizza. I'm just gonna go make a coffee. I'll be right back. Stick around. What's up, boys? I'm back. Oh yeah. But at least you got some profits out, brother. Better just take some profits, man. If you want to gamble with the rest, gamble with the rest, you know? But you should take out, you should try to take out it like enough to cover what you put in. And then just whatever the rest is, just sure gamble with it if you want. But like something like that, what you're talking about is just, it's a big gamble. Yeah, really. You know, it could go up. It could go to like $2 or it could go to 0. You never know. Looks like the dollar's seeing some buys again. I'm really getting fucked around on this trade today. ES trying to hold. I don't like how they didn't make new highs here. They didn't have it close above, so this looks like it could peter out too. We'll see. They're trying to hold this. The worst part is if they get back down here, then this is also an area, so they might just come down and do that and then go. Yes, trading, yeah. Let's have a look through the I need to add one here. PTLR. PLTR. What the hell is this thing called? PLTR, that's it. PLTR. Just have a look through the long-term portfolio here real quick, just to see if any. Ooh, look at this dumpster on the pre-market. Let's look at the daily here, though. These are. This isn't surprising, as they didn't make new highs here. They didn't have a close above. I'm in this from down here though, so should be okay. Not too much to say there. No pre-market for this guy. Strictly market, still trying to hold. CVS, what a dumpster fire. I'm in this from from in this range. I gotta get out of this trade. Disney, no, a little dump there, nothing too crazy. Etsy, nothing too crazy there. I did take profits on this guy. We took the liquidity up here. They put in a short signal, so this one could be going to dumpster fire now. Let's see, this one still looks strong. Luminite just piled in more into this one. Looking good. This one at the buy zone. Right here, right now. Kraft Heinz. KMB. Nothing crazy pre-market, basically the same as yesterday. Nothing too crazy. Oof. Would really like this to gain. All right. Ugh. Why did I get back into this Euro trade? Why? Really, man. Really not the smartest move, really. These guys still haven't lost anything. Really need to be waiting for failure before I get into trades, man. It's stupid. A little rusty. I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's just like, it'll be like $60 or something on that, but that'll bring the total for the day pretty already like down $75. Great. God, they're gonna gain again. Appreciate you hanging out, brother. New streamer, hard to get viewers, you know? I'm gonna start putting out weekly rundowns on the NASDAQ 100. Hopefully that brings some people in. Yeah, it's just like some chill out music, you know? I like to try to keep as calm as possible when I'm trading. Oh man, dude, I literally gained like almost 15 kilos since I've lived here for 2 years. It's absolutely ridiculous. I've gained like 15 kilos, man. That's a lot of weight. Oh, it's so good in the sambal, and you know, it's all great, man. I love it all. Really, it's so good. Yeah, I love the spice, man. I like it more than the locals, really. Really, this was a bad idea to trade this, man. Yeah, I know. It's because I'm brand new, man. I'm not partnered yet or anything. I need to go through the ropes first, I guess, or whatever. But I appreciate you stopping by. Just keep coming by. We'll try to make a little community here of people trading. Sub to the YouTube channel if you want insight into markets, and then also I have the Discord there too. I post trades that I see in the Discord. All right, looks like we're getting some buys here on ES. Yeah, I keep it pretty legit, man. There's lots of trades that I put out, so if you have Discord, I would recommend getting in there and perusing through, or just watching if you don't want to watch the whole YouTube videos. I'm going to be going through the Nasdaq 100 every week, or maybe I'll do like 1 week Nasdaq, 1 week crypto, or something like that, because crypto gets a lot of views on YouTube, so maybe I'll do that. But the things I review like on crypto is going to be like the top 50 coins or whatever. New highs on the dollar. Looks like a stop out coming for me in the euro. Serves me right for trading improperly. 59 cents. Let's go. Is it really at 59? Oh shit, it is. I can chart it on this. This is basically trading view. Let's look at the 4 hour. So they're holding the 1 hour. This looks good for higher. They held this 1 hour. They held it. And then they gained the 1 hour. So right here, this was the re-entry spot. I would expect it higher than this. How much higher? Who knows? You have to put a fib on it to check it out. Where's the? They just have a regular. Oh, here it is. $618's at $1, so I would say around $1. I'd be taking like serious ones out at $1. If it gets up to $1, I would be taking, you know, Take half, at least whatever half of everything that you have left, at least. But yeah, this is off to the races. It's going. Sorry, I should have done that earlier. I didn't realize that I could chart on this. Let's look at the previous action here. Didn't really test this very good on the hourly. I tested like the weekly of it. Let's look at the 4 hour here. Yeah, even the 4 hour, they didn't really test it. Made it hard to get in. They only tested this, the top of this, so that's like the daily. To the downside, this is going to be now that they've broken this, this is going to be the major support. It'll be underneath here. It'll be the top of this, and the liquidity underneath here. So there'll be major support there. If you want to see something fun, we can do a fib on this. Yeah, we're already past the 618, almost at the 2618. So before I said a buck, it's more like 80 cents is where the big profit target should be. This was the first big profit target at 53. So it's good that you took out money now. Your next profit target should be around 80 cents. It almost got there, you know what I mean? So it got to 72, so that's pretty close, right? If we start losing things, we delete this stuff out of here or no? Yeah. If we start losing levels, then I would be getting out of everything. As long as you're holding above this, you're fine now at this point. You're holding above 50, you're fine. And then the main level to hold is back here, so around 30 to 35. But if you start getting below this zone right here, 48 to 44, you start getting closes below here, then on the next time it does this, get everything out. So if it goes down like this and has like hourly closes down here, when it goes like this, get out, because there's going to be a bigger corrective move coming. Yeah, I don't know anything about long term. Long term, I would just look at the long term chart, right? Long term, you know, you've gained the daily. This was the daily thing to gain. So you've gained it. This needs to be, most likely this is going to get retested. 32. What I was talking about before, the liquidity underneath this candle, right? So maybe it has another candle up and then down and then takes this liquidity and then goes. Who knows? But all I know is that this will be a point where it will react. So maybe it will just go like this and then die. Maybe it will do that, right? You don't know. But this will be the point for where there will be action in the market. But a move like this is crazy, right? You need to be taking profits when you see moves like that. Yeah, it looks like my my euro trade just hanging on for by a thread here, about to be stopped out. ES is looking okay. I'm gonna be moving this up a little bit into profit. No sense to take any kind of loss on that. So for the euro, once we get stopped out here, we'll see if we do or not, and most likely we're going to. If we do get stopped out, then we'll look for a new entry. Probably after, if they start failing here, after they start lose this level. So something like this and this. This is where I'll be looking for shorts on euro. Until then, I'm gonna get stopped out. So stupid I took that trade, really. Yeah, there's a stop out. Took some more out, eh? Good. Good, keep going, man. You never know. Yeah, you can't go wrong with taking profits, dude. Really. Really, I should have shorted this. Still have 1,000 left. Yeah, as long as you took some profits out, man, you're good to go. I don't know if do you have stop losses on that whatever you're trading on that exchange. I don't even know, a wallet or whatever. Can you put a stop loss in there? Sweet. I'm glad you made money, man. It's the whole name of the game. For me, it's pretty awesome, man. This is the first time in my life where all I do now is trade. Before, I always had like other side gigs or whatever, and I couldn't fully concentrate on trading. But now the only thing I have to do is trade. That's it. And play video games. That's all. I hate when I just have one contract, man, because it's like I feel like I should be pushing pushing my targets here just so I make some profit, you know? You want to be a pro trader? And it takes a lot of time and effort. But once you know what's going on, then it's, you know, it's just kind of like another day at the office, you know. But when you're first learning, you know, you lose money. That's basically it. When you're learning how to trade, you lose money, because the hardest thing about trading, man, is not even like learning how to execute the trades and stuff and looking for the setups. The hardest part is the emotional attachment to the money that you have. So when money's on the line, you act differently in your brain, you know what I mean? Like you even though you know you shouldn't be doing certain things, you end up doing them, and you know, it's bad. So you really got to disassociate the money that's involved away from the charting that's involved, and away from the technical analysis. It really takes a long time to get a grasp on that, you know what I mean? And then if you start levering up your positions and then bigger money is involved, you know, it just some people are never able to do it, you know what I mean? They're never able to get to that point when you're trading it for, and you have like, I trade and I have like $100 to $150 stop loss to try to make like $300 to $500 per trade on the trade if I get fully filled. Some people have like $500 to $1,000 stop losses. I used to coach people in trading. I used to charge people for it. I definitely know what's going on. I've been trading for like 10 years. And I've been profitable for the last, like, I don't know, 5. But the first 3 years that I was learning how to trade, I lost $30,000. Trying to learn how to trade. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right, we're gonna move the stop loss up again to this. We really don't want to get, I really don't want them to lose this candle. Also this, I'm gonna put it a little bit lower than that. This is lining up with this move. So you really on an upward move, you want them to be start holding things, right? So they came down, they held this, they came down, they held this, they can come down. You want them to hold here, and you want them to hold this. If they don't, you kind of want to be out of the trade and like just reassess. Like, and now could they do something like this? Sure, like they could, but that's, you know, you won't be in that trade. That's basically it, you know what I mean? A lot about this game is also just protecting your account, you know what I mean? Right now I have $75. I think I'm just gonna close this actually and just be done. You know? Fuck it. So there's our orders for today. The next spot on the ES is this line that I'm talking about right now. You don't want them to get lower than that. You want them to hold that area, right? So like you want them to come down, and you want them to hold here. If they start dipping below or dipping below this, if they have closes below, a dip below is okay, but if they have closes below this is not going to look good. They're going to do this, and then they're going to do this. Still a little bitter about this this euro. I'm gonna try to get back into that. This is the level that you want them to hold above now. Left top corner. What do you mean? Yeah, this. Also very important zone. That's why I had my profit target there, right? Because this is the move that made this high. This is why this short played, because they lost this level, and then this short played. That's why it played. This is also another short, but this is an internal trend short. Actually, this is kind of main trend, but yeah, it could be going up. That's why I was trying to long it. I had 6 contracts lined up down here, but when you only have one contract in the trade, that's rough. You can't cover the stop. You know, if I would have got filled with all 6, I would have had, you know, I would have been able to take some profit and then have other profit targets higher, right? I would have had a profit target here. I would have had a profit target. I would have had a profit target here. I would have had a profit target probably on a take of this liquidity, and another one at new highs, and then one at the 618. The 618 from this would have been like this. Dude, it's hot. With the aircon on. It's cool talking to somebody who understands price action, though. You know, sometimes I get people in here talk to me about breakout trading and stuff, and I just don't even know what to say to them, you know. How long have I lived in Bali? 2.5 years now. Around 2.5 years. I own 3 villas here. I have a villa rental business also, but that's very passive. I don't really do too much in it. I have staff that take care of most of the shit. I just step in if there's problems, which there's things kind of run themselves here. Oh, your uncle lives in Thailand? I'm actually going there in 2 weeks. Bangkok. It's high season right now in Bali, so when it's high season, I rent out everything, even the place that I live in, because you can make tons of money renting it out, and then I just go travel wherever I want to go, basically. Usually in Southeast Asia, and usually to Thailand, because Thailand's cheap. So we rent our place here. We make, I don't know, around $4,000 a month for the place that we're living in. And then when we go to Thailand, we live off of, like, I don't know, maybe $2,500 for the 2 of us. I don't like Bangkok too much, but my wife likes it. She likes, like, big city and shopping. She's from, like, a small village here, so don't have that shit in Indonesia, right? Not too much. There's Jakarta, but she's never been. Yeah, these big Riyadh, this could play a Riyadh, right? But I usually don't play them, man, because it's sometimes they don't work out, and then it's a little rough. There's still a level right here to test, and there's liquidity under here. So we could see a move like this and then back up, but I usually just don't play those, you know? I'm just like, fuck it. I try to get in here, and then I move my stop up, and then if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I like to get in on the first test. Ah, Koh Lanta? Dude, I love that island. It's so laid back there. Really, man. Like dirt roads and stuff. It's pretty cool, man. It's a pretty cool place. I don't know about living there. It'd be kind of... You'd have to really love it to live there. But to visit, it was fucking awesome. I loved it. I think we're going to Bangkok first, and then probably Chiang Mai, and then after that probably Koh Samui and Koh Phangan, that area. We're gonna be there from in like 2 weeks or so, 2 or 3 weeks. We're gonna go, and then we're gonna come back in mid-September. So streaming will be sparse between now and mid-September. I'll try to get in a bunch of streams right now and get people knowing that I'm streaming, but I'm not gonna have my setup. I'm not gonna have my setup here in Thailand. I'm just gonna be on a laptop, right? So it's a little bit more difficult. You should see my setup. You want to see it? It's pretty good. I gotta get a webcam still. Yeah, it's a pretty good setup. I still need to get a webcam. I'm just using my phone right now. It's pretty ghetto, but you know, once I have a webcam, I think I'm gonna get the Elgato Facecam 2 Mark II, and then once I have that, it'll be set up. But like when I'm traveling, I'm not gonna have all this set up, right? I'm not gonna have like a decent mic and everything, right? And all the lights, and you know. So I'll probably still stream, just like probably sans camera. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Took me a while to build. Honestly, this villa took almost 2 years to construct. The construction in Indonesia, holy shit, man. It's like, what a disaster. So many times we're on the construction site, and just, I'm not even like it's not like I'm a construction foreman or anything. I don't know exactly how this shit's supposed to be done, but I know it's not supposed to be done this way. You know what I mean? A lot of times, there was a lot of time where I was like, what the fuck, man? You're doing that wrong, man. I don't know how to do it right, but I know that's not it. So it looks like dollar just continuing here. Came down, tested again. My dreams of getting a short here is probably not going to happen. So they came down. It just continuing marching right along, right? This one too just tested this perfectly. So maybe up here first, then lose this, then back up, then down, maybe. We're in the market open at this point, so we're already kind of past my time for trading almost. I'm just gonna try to see if we can get a dollar set up here, and I can get a long on the euro, and that'll be it for today for me, because I'm lazy. Let's have one more look through the long-term positions here. Nah. All I look at the chart. There's nothing there except for bars. All I look at is price action. That's it. Volume, you should take in consideration, but you can see the volume in the chart, right? Like when, just take this for example, when they gained this, you could see that there was lots of volume, you know what I mean? Or when they gained this, you could see there was a lot of volume here, right? When it's just like a little gain, then it's, you know, you don't, I usually just don't take those. Like this one here. This isn't really a substantial move, you know what I mean? You should wait for substantial moves. It should be a substantial move in the market. Oh my God, AMC is up again. Glad I got into that. This one looks good to go. If you're looking for a fucking trade, this one looks good to go. We had a huge gain on the, like this is what I'm talking about, volume, you know what I mean? Came back down, testing the weekly. This is the weekly that they're holding. On a weekly move I got in at $5, 490 or something like that. This is going back above here. I would think, and probably take this liquidity too at $14. It's like a triple up, and this has a hell of a lot more to go if it wants to. But all I'm looking for is this. I'm just looking for this level, actually, a double up, and then I'll take 75% out there, and then whatever happens. I'll just hold the rest of it. Pretty big down day on all my trades here. Oh yeah, you can't see it. Looks like the euro makes new low. They're stopping at the first location here. Yeah, euro making new lows because the dollar's still pumping, right? How you trade the euro is you just look at the dollar. That's why I like trading the euro. It's just because you have the dollar and it's traded against the dollar, you have another piece of information that you can use, right? So like I made a mistake here earlier, but this is a good teaching, a good point for teaching. Even though the euro gained here, right? They gained this, and I got long. But if you look at the dollar in the same location, the dollar didn't lose anything, right? They gained and then they held. So like really, I should have been expecting the dollar to move higher and the euro to move lower, because this is pitted against the dollar, right? So if dollar's going up, euro's going down. Even if euro gains, dollar's more important in the financial world, I guess. I don't know how or why, but it's just the way it is. So that's a nice little trick that you can use for you know, just for trading, man. You know, it's just another little piece of the puzzle that you can use. Yeah, the dollar's about to take liquidity, I think. Yes, but this liquidity has already been taken, so I think that the dollar is going back higher now, right? It's going to collapse, but it's going to hold. It's probably going to hold this range here. But it will collapse down to there. Let's look at the big time frame on the dollar. What's happened on the dollar? All right. The dollar lost a weekly. This is kind of an internal trend, so this is the weekly loss here. This is why this short played. So they lost this weekly, came back, retested. They also gained a weekly on the way up, right? So they gained this weekly on the way up. They gained it here. Not a close above, but they still gained it. Held it. Gained another weekly on the internal trend. Held that. Gained another weekly on the internal trend. Held that. So I would expect the dollar above this. Oh, I'm ready for it. I have lots of money in crypto still. You're talking about the big collapse? I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. But I honestly think that that we're due for like a major collapse in everything, including crypto, housing market, everything. Everything is gonna come crumbling down, and then I think crypto will go up, and it will be the thing that's like the important thing later. But I think, honestly, I think everything is going to collapse. The housing market, the whole financial system. I think it's all going to shit. And at first, crypto will collapse too, right? Like it will. You know, it will follow suit, because when everything's going to shit, crypto is, you're not going to hide in Bitcoin, you know what I mean? Bitcoin's going to go down a lot. And look at the Bitcoin chart and see the big untested area here where we really should be talking about. This area was not tested. This 12K. So the next time there's like a massive collapse, I could honestly see it going all the way down there, man. There'll be a million trades to be had in between now and then, though. So no sense in like thinking about that now. This is the level to. This is the level that many people were watching. I had orders scaled from here on this downturn. From here I had orders scaled all the way to 12K. So I got like, I don't know, maybe half my bag in, and then once we gained, I put the rest in here. But I had orders popping off at like 15, 17. And then I had my big orders at like 12, but it didn't happen. But this happened, so it was fine. At least it gave an entry and everything, so not a huge deal. Okay, let's look at the dollar here again, guys. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet, guys. Did give us a swing to gain though. I can just have a nice look at this. Mm. 62.5. $62.5. Is that thing still going? No, it says 58. 95, 59 on that coin market cap. So ES rejecting the zone proper. See if we get a 15-minute fail. If we get a 15-minute fail here, this this is going to be primed for a short. Oh yeah, maybe I'm a little late to the party. Ugh. Really looking at ES here. Let's look at ES one more time. They really didn't get to any kind of bigger level here, you know what I mean? So this was always for me, this was always kind of a I'm thinking that these guys are gonna go lower. Down here is like the main level, right? So I think that these guys are gonna go lower and probably take the liquidity out from under here. Down here is where like some big trading should happen, right? This is the area where you want to look for longer term trades that's going to take you back to new highs. If they really want to get crazy, they're going to take the liquidity out from under here, this daily. All right, dollar's not done yet either. Bitcoin did have monthly closes above though too, so the next big spot to the downside is going to be this right here, 48. I don't know if it'll get there, but it's the next big spot to the downside. Yeah, it's kind of the at the weekly, kind of what I was talking about before, man. Really, this spot really lines up for you know, a lot of things lining up in this spot, right? There's liquidity under here from the weekly swing. This line is the support level, and there's another congestion here, so that could hold it. This is untested too. This is an untested weekly. So That's kind of the big area that I would be looking at to be putting money into crypto again, like fresh money. Up here, I did take out about 25% of my portfolio. I still have 75 left, 75% in my crypto portfolio. Oh, looks like ES is dropping. I'm glad I took that profit. Let's see if they hold this 15. They're rejecting a proper spot here, so it kind of looks like lower to me. The trading day is almost done for me, folks. I got in, I had one bad trade and one good trade. Now it's almost time to play Eve. Yeah. Take what I can get, yeah. That is a tiny trade, man, really. One contract when I had 6 lined up on the chart. So I made 75. I should have made, you know, $500. Yeah, brother. Thanks so much for dropping in, man. I really appreciate it. Come by again for sure. I'm live most mornings, or I guess evenings for me, but mornings for most people. Around 7:30 Eastern for the market open, and I usually stream till about this time, 10:30 usually around. And I look for, you know, a couple trades, and that's it. That's the stream. Talk to some fine people from around the world, and that's kind of it. And then on Saturdays I will I'll do the I'm gonna start focusing on YouTube videos on Saturdays, so subscribe to the channel if you want insight into the market. I'll probably do some like tutorial stuff too on price action. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it too much yet. But for sure I'm going to be doing reviews on, like, I'll do crypto reviews. I think I'm going to do one crypto review and one NAS 100 review, because most people trade the NAS. So yeah, I'll run through the NASDAQ 100 charts, and I'll run through maybe the top 50 coins or something like that. I don't know. And honestly, I might as well stream it too, so that'll probably be happening on Sundays, I think, when I can get to it. Yeah, it's a good thing I got out of that ES trade. I would have been stopped out right here. We'll see if ES holds this. The problem with taking shorts here is really you should have took it. If you're going to take a short, you should have already shorted this. Should have shorted up here. Because they lost this here. Then they retested it. But it's hard to take those shorts, man, for me. I don't know why. And then the US dollar also not giving a good entry signal, you know what I mean? It's not the greatest signal, you know? Because they could just come down here, hold this, and then go again. This is still just an internal trend from this to this. Just put a line like this on the chart. Trend line. Is that what I want? Yeah. We're still just in this little trend here. Need to make new highs here first. There's a dumpster on the ES. Now this is the area that I was talking about before, right here. This is a ballsy trade, but this is the liquidity. It's ballsy because they, you know, this is not the greatest long, right? The first time it was okay, but now they're rejecting where they need to, right? So rejecting there and then losing a 15, I would expect them lower than this. And honestly, I think that they're coming back down to test this area. Take the liquidity out from under here. The first time okay for a trade, yeah, it was okay, but now I don't know. I don't think so. So there's the liquidity grab on ES. Let's see what they do with it. Yeah, they took the liquidity right from here. Let's see what they do with it. It's, you know, be a move back up first and then a move down. No play on this yet. Still waiting on the dollar. No play on the euro yet. So bad close here for the ES. Losing the 15 and closing below. Probably the level to the top side there. So if you did want to trade this, then you would put a trade in there. targeting new lows. You can put your stop right here. Targeting new lows. Put your stop there. Target new lows. Not the greatest RR, but if you were to target down here, it would be better. I'd like to wait. I'd like to wait it out. I'd really like to get a dollar short here, man. We really are in the zone here for shorts. Failure to gain right here on this. Could have just shorted this right here. It is a good area, man, to short. This is a good area to short. 4 hour failure to gain. There's another one there. These are a couple key levels that are should be watching here. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna tank too, but it's just like I'm just waiting for a signal. You know what I mean? We're all over the zone, right? Like we took the liquidity here. We're at a big level here, and then there's another big level behind it. So it's just a matter of when. That's why I'm trying to get longs on the euro. It was a little preemptive here before, but it could be a goer here soon. I just want to wait. Do you trade the dollar? Skenk Matt. Sken. I'm just gonna call you Ken. All right, Ken. Yeah, good. Where do you trade it? I usually just. Okay, I won't. I promise, I won't. Oh, no dollar trading. Oh, I see. You should start trading it, man. Really. If you understand price action, you should start trading. You need to start because you need to lose. You're in more crypto? Yeah, sure. That's how I was too when I first started. The majority of my money is still mostly in crypto, but the majority of my trading happens in the futures market. Okay, looks like ES pumped here a little bit. We'll see. They are kind of at the level here for the short that I was talking about. Really though, Ken, if you understand price action, you know, and you can get your mind just wrapped around the emotion of trading, you know, you can make endless money, dude. Really, it's actually unbelievable. It's absolutely ridiculous. I barely even try anymore, and I still end up making money. And I'm lazy as shit, you know what I mean? Like I know dudes that are just at the charts nonstop all the time. Yeah, sure, it's volatile, but it still respects price action, man. Like look at like even like the stupidest crypto coins, you know? I think I had it on the watch list here because it was so stupid. Let's look at Pepe. Let's look at Pepe, the stupid meme coin. You know what I mean? Look at this thing. Like, look. You're also in meme coin. Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't doesn't surprise me, man. Like, look at Pepe. Pepe comes down, tests the top, you know what I mean? And keeps going. Test the top, take the liquidity. Great. You know? It's just like, it just happens over and over again, man. All the time it happens. Yeah, Pepe loses the daily, short. Takes the liquidity, gains the daily, long. You know what I mean? Like, it's so stupid. And then once it's off, once it's going, it's just like re-add. You know what I mean? And then we're coming to another re-add spot now. They've made new highs now though, so now it gets a little bit more tricky. They did lose the daily, and it looks like they played the short. They're a little short of it. So now that they've shorted, now that they've lost the daily, have they lost the weekly yet? No. So kind of expect them back down here. I have a bunch in this. Yeah, they lost the weekly here. See if they hold this shit. All right, they gain the monthly here. So see if they're gonna hold on to this. This is like the last level that they need to hold on to. This is a big one. Then I have a bunch in this one. I have a bunch of my Bitcoin in this Dex trans trans chess. Show you on this. This thing. So this way, this thing, it pays out on it pays out interest on anything that you stake there. So I staked a ton of Bitcoin there, and then I get paid out interest like at like 15% on the Bitcoin. And I've been doing it for years, and I've taken money out and put back in, and it seems to be fine. Trend chess. And they pay your equity, or they pay your interest in their coin chess. It trades on Binance, so you can just trade it on Binance or whatever, or Pancake Swap or whatever. No, I do not play chess. This is long-term holding stuff though, man, really. Like, my Bitcoin is going to be long-term holding. I'm not even looking at, I don't look at price action too much on Bitcoin, because all I care about on Bitcoin is like big levels, right? So like I look at more like the monthly on Bitcoin, and I'm like, okay, what's happened? We gained the monthly, and we gained it and we closed above. Okay, where could we go? We could go if they keep rejecting, the next spot to hold is this down here. So if we get to 48, then or 50, then I'll probably put in more, and take some out again when we're above 74. This is kind of a big range though. It goes from 48 is the top of it down to 32. So 32 is the low of it. If we get all the way down to 32, that's also a pretty big level. 33 are the areas that I'd be looking in. Yeah, meme coins is right. But they play the price action is so good on them. Just, remember to buy Pepe the next time it's at like, 0.00000889. Or if it gets to, this is kind of a level right here too. But the main level is here. So next time it's down there, just buy some and just fucking forget about it. I think this weekly could hold though. Pretty good. Gained it with a pretty good vengeance here. So really here. Can you chart Brett? Like the ETT? This USDT? This? Meme coins. It's not looking the greatest for Brett. Just the weekly here for a second. Uh-huh. No, this is the rejection, one of the rejection spots. Look at the daily. This is kind of internal still. So the next level down on Brett is probably going down a bit. This is kind of an internal trend here still. They did have a daily gain above, but not a daily close. So you could count, this could count as an internal. So the next spot down is that on the daily. And then the 4 hour. So the 4 hour shorts in play. Okay, so 4 hour, they had the high here. This is the 4 hour swing, lost it here. And then this was the short that played. Right here. This was the level, they didn't really quite get to it. So that could still play. The next level down is this. So the liquidity under here, they've already taken it actually. So now that they've taken the liquidity out from under here, you want to see them do something with it, right? If they don't do anything with it, then this is going lower for sure. So they're petering out here again. Like there was a snap off the liquidity, and then they petered out at the first level that they were supposed to gain, right? So you wanted to see them get back above this and start having closes up here. So they didn't. So this is going down. It's going down to this level probably. We'll see. Because the liquidity here is gone now, right? There's no liquidity here anymore. They took it. Everyone who bought the breakout had their stops here. Or that's what creates liquidity, right? The breakout traders that bought here and moved their stop up. and then move their stop up again. That's why this liquidity was created under here. So there wasn't too much liquidity there. So now this is wide open for them to push the price down. The market makers. Could they hold something here? Sure. If they start holding and on like an hourly, yeah, they didn't even gain the hourly, right? They didn't gain the hourly, so this is lower than this. You can see here they gained the hourly, no close, but they gained above, held it. When you hold after a gain, they you know, you go. And then they tried to hold it here. This hourly gain, they tried to hold it, they didn't. Lost this hourly. This was the hourly short. So if by some stroke, I'm not saying that they can't hold this, right? Like they can definitely hold this. This stuff happens all the time where they turn it around. But the chances are there's a more likely chance for them to go down here at this point. If they hold it and get above here and start having closes up here, then yeah, this will turn into a buy zone and then you'll shoot for up here. Took that ES short playing out right now. They did take it pretty high. US dollar making new highs again, or close to it. Yeah, Ken, I'm glad I can help you, teach you as much as I can. I can teach you more if you want, man. Like, so how things work is everything's in trends, right? Just do a little example on here. So, you know, the market moves and it makes higher highs and higher lows. So this is in a trend from here to here. As soon as this trend breaks, those are the points where you want to take action in the market. So like it's going down. If it makes a lower low, not to say you can't take trades here and you can't take trades here. You definitely can. But the main trade that you want to be taking is looking at the main trend and where the main trend reverses. So you want to look for a move like this at the top and bottom of moves. So you can see we made higher lows, higher highs, and then we make a lower low. So this trend now is broken. So when this trend breaks, this is where you want to take positions on the bounce here. Now there's a couple places where you can take positions. You can take the position here. This is the move that created the highest high. You can take a position here is another big area to take positions, is the previous high. So failing here is failing the swing, and failing here is called a failure to gain. So it's a failure to get back above that. And then the same thing happens in reverse, right? So if you flip the chart, it's the exact same way if you're going down. So a lot of people have trouble when looking at chart in both directions. You can just hit inverse chart. It's the exact same shit. So looking at that, just looking at Bitcoin here, you know, just the chart right above us here, you know, it came down. This is the main trend, right? This from here all the way down to here is the main trend. And when we got above that, we broke the main trend. So it's called a trend reversal, right? So those are the spots in the market where you want to take action and you want to get into trades. Another little trick is you want to be looking at a big time frame chart and enter on small time frame ideas. So you want to have You want to be looking like on the futures. I play the 4 hours. So like I'm looking for a 4-hour idea and I enter on the 15. So I want to look on a 4-hour. I want to look for a 4-hour continuation. Continuation is just this. A continuation is like when it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it made new highs, it goes down. This is a continuation. So on the I want the 4-hour to look like this, and I want the 15-minute to look like this. So when the 15-minute does this and we're in this spot on the 4-hour, then that's when you want to get into the market. Honestly, if you can grasp your head around this simple fucking, this simple strategy, the fucking world is your oyster, brother. After you master this, this is the only play that I do. This is the only setup that I ever take. You know what I mean? This is it. Like I take this setup and this setup alone. That is all. So once you can start seeing the market like this and start really grasping how this shit works, all it is emotional attachment, man. After that, after you master emotional attachment, which is fucking hard to do. It took me about 5 years to do it, where like you don't really give a shit about the money anymore. Then and only then you'll start becoming a very successful trader. I'm just a successful trader, not even a very successful one, just successful, just profitable. A lot of people that once big money starts getting involved, it starts becoming very difficult. They can't disassociate from like the big money. You walk away and you lost like if you take a $500 stop loss or $1,000 stop loss, that hurts, man. No matter who you are. I could never like get away from that. You know what I mean? Looks like this short that I had laid out here for everybody is working out. You're welcome, everyone. Only Ken here, but everyone could have made money there. Yeah, I can look at your chart again, man. Sure. Just let me just get this back to regular. Did you learn anything there, Ken? I hope you learned a bit. I hope I could teach you a little bit. Great. Keep coming back, man. I'll teach you a bunch more if you want, if you're interested in it. And honestly, all I ask is you just watch. That's it. Just come and hang out. That's all I care about. Yeah. And honestly, those setups work on every it doesn't matter on crypto or whatever. Did I take Sumo's latest course? I did not, but I did take one of the Sumo courses. I also took other courses too, man. It's price action is price action. Dope's course was good, but he didn't invent price action. You know what I mean? ITC has a lot of the same concepts as Dope. It's all just price action, man. But how you doing, Jay? Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. Have you taken the latest course? Curious. I should take it just because, man. Like I did learn a lot of stuff from Dope. Oh, did you? Nice. I put this short out on stream. I was long from here. I took longs here. I only got one filled and then hit profit target, and then they did this, and I put this on screen. I was like, yeah, this is probably a good idea to take a short here, but because I'm gonna be done here soon, I just didn't take it. I was wanting to get long in the euro, but I'm waiting for the US dollar to fail here. Not really any failure yet. Yeah, you haven't taken it yet? Yeah, you know, well, the one thing I could say about Dope and his courses is it's money well spent for sure. You know what I mean? Like, it's, if you're a trader, everything he talks about in his classes is true, and it's just, he's a very knowledgeable guy. You know what I mean? Ooh, getting a big rejection here. This still looks good to go, I think. How did we get into the chart here before, man? Remember we were in the chart? We were in the chart here before? Before I could like put, oh, here it is, trading view. Stupid. Invalid symbol. Fuck me. Yeah, did you see that shit, Jay? Holy shit. I shouldn't have got that. Bank error, my favor. Really. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I went to go get a coffee. I come back. I'm like, what's going on? The trade closed. Oh, I was like, oh, I got stopped out. I'm like, no, wait a minute. I didn't. Yeah, it was, yeah, it was spicy for sure. It was, I can't remember, FOMC, I think it was, that came. It was the FOMC day, yeah. Something anyway, those data days. Ken, for if you're still in this, as long as you hold above this, it's still good, I think. You know, 50 is the holding point. They held this daily too, so I don't know. I wouldn't. I would think that this is still gonna go. I don't even know if this is a daily. You know what I mean? I'm trying to fucking chart on TradingView. Or on coin market cap. Like, what the hell? You know, I can't go to TradingView. It won't let me anymore. Before I could. Now no. Anyway, take profits. I told you to take profits on that thing when it was at 60 cents. Yeah, I know. I have a lot in crypto still. I was talking about my crypto trades before. I have it on the screen here. This is where I got back in, like, fully. I have it on the screen up there, exactly what my entries were. I was buying underneath here, so I had my orders. I had my orders from here until here. And I only got partially filled, and then I got most back in on that. I got quite a bit filled here, but maybe like half. Yeah, everybody wanted 12K or 10K, right? So did I. But once this happened, you know, that you gotta just start playing again. So once they gained the monthly there, then I just, you know, kind of pushed everything back in. Yeah, Ken bought this thing at 66 cents. back here. In Bitcoin, is that what you're talking about, Jay? I took 20 to 25% of my portfolio out already when we got above this. So when we took the liquidity up there, I took a big chunk out. And yeah, it's just fibs usually. The fib on this one that I'm using now is this from here to here. So we're looking at around 100K for the next major level. 618, 104 or whatever. I would say something like that. And honestly, this looks like it's gonna go. I'm probably gonna try to get that 25% that I took out. I'll be looking to, if we get down to here, I'll be looking to put it back in. Weekly, right here. This is the area that I'm looking at. So the weekly swing here, and then to take that out and hold this. So in this area, around the 618. And around this, you know what I mean? A lot of stuff here, you know? A lot of stuff for them to hang on to here. There's this, there's this, there's this, the 618, liquidity under the weekly, lots of stuff, right? So we'll see what happens. Oh no, I don't have any profit targets set for Bitcoin. It's all in spot, right? So I just don't have any profit targets set. If we lose this level, this is where I need to make big decisions. If we start losing this, I need to make big decisions on the rebound. But we'll see. Thank you guys all for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. Even the lurkers, appreciate you guys. If you guys want, you can follow the socials and the Discord. I'll put it in all the chats. I do post out I post out what I see on the Discord there. I do I'm gonna start doing every week. I'm gonna do a NASDAQ 100 rundown, and I'm probably gonna add a top 50 crypto coins or something like that to the rundown too, and do 2 videos a week. I'll try to do that just to try to get some more people in here. But yeah, I post I if you don't want to watch the videos and you just want notifications, I post everything in the Discord. And it's all just like, you know, it's pretty simple stuff. It's not like what I do is fucking super difficult or anything. It's all just like price action. Charts, like the way I trade stocks is I like look for weekly gains instead. You know what I mean? It's really nothing too complex or difficult about it. I honestly just sit around and search charts and look for weekly gains or even daily gains or losses. I wanted to check Meta. Meta was in a big short area. Have that one out, go out. On the weekly? Oh yeah. I did post about this. Kind of in the zone here to take a short. I believe I posted it. Signals? Can't remember. I think I even put that out on Twitter. Still not getting involved yet here on the EU. I really think the dollar is just gonna fucking shit the bed here, man. So, kind of just waiting. If we start seeing some closes below, even this is kind of an internal trend. I don't really like it. Not the best setup for me. Should have took that. Really, I should have took that. The retest of that. Yeah, I think the dollar is going to go down. We're definitely in the zone. I think it's going back down to this area. This is a big failure to gameplay right now. Still not 100% convinced, Joe, though yet. I'm probably gonna end up missing this trade because it's just a little sloppy up here, right? This is kind of sloppy action. The trade on Euro already kind of took place. Show you guys. Had a small gain here and then holding on to this previous high or previous low. Might have to get in on the next. Yeah, you know, this is not too nice. It's too bad. See what the dollar does here. This is the level to hold. I got fucked on this one already earlier today by not waiting for the dollar to fail. But they, you know, they're not giving a good, too good of an indicator here, you know. Not like the. Even here was okay. At least they made a new low. Here it's like ugly, man. Really. This kind of shit, when you see this, is like prime for sweeps, you know? It really is. Like when you see this kind of shit like this, where it's not clear, it's prime for like shit, like just, you know, stupid shit like this. This is the 4-hour failure to gain spot though. So it is a decent spot. It's probably gonna tank. I wish I didn't get stopped out earlier. I'd feel a little bit more confident getting into a fucking trade. At least I made money on the ES today. So you still trading a lot, Jay? You still go by Mike's stream? Oh, nice, you're doing Apex. You know, I think I'm gonna start doing Apex too, or Top Step. Is Apex the one everybody's using now? I was doing Top Step before, but then I got so lazy about trading, man. Like I just started trading mostly just stocks on like long term because I was just so lazy. I didn't want to go to the charts anymore, man. It just kind of got burnt out, you know, from trading. But now I've spent all the money that I made on villas in Bali, so I have to make money again. So now I'm here. I'll be here for a while because all my accounts are dried up. Not dry, but you know, significantly less money than I did before. At least I have assets now. That's all right. You can build them back up again. I trade pretty lazy though, man. I don't trade progression like a lot of dope traders do. I can't handle the yeah. Yeah, I came here and came to Indonesia in the middle of COVID. I knew there would be opportunity here, man. I just knew it. So, and the dollar was at pretty high, you know. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna liquidate everything. Literally, I bought 3 villas, and they've doubled in value from when I got them. So I already doubled up on my money. And then on top of that, I'm renting one out, and I've already made 40% back on just the rent. Yeah, you could rent a villa for me. I got 2 for rent. I live in one. All right, man. I've had enough of this. We're going to try to get into a position here. Yeah, no doubt, man. All my buddies are saying the same thing, man. They're like, dude, you're so lucky you left when you did. Everything's shit here now. rent is like so expensive, and like a cost of living is shit, and you know, it's brutal. Okay, let's just look at this one more time. Not quite have a failure here, honestly. I might just fucking pass on this, man. Really, just fucking pass. The thing is that we are at the spot to fail. You know, this is the spot to fail. Yeah, I don't know. All government shit in my mind. Doesn't matter if it's right, left, or fucking straight, man. It's all crap. It's all bullshit. All of it. And I you know, I'm not gonna. I've never even voted before, and I never will. I'm not gonna be the one that votes for the lesser evil. Fuck that. I'm just not playing your game. What I did is I just moved to a country where out of the whole population, there's only about 10% of the people who actually pay tax. So 90% of the people that live here don't even pay tax. Funny, yeah? The people call this the third world. I live like a fucking king over here. Tax free, basically. I pay VAT tax, so I pay sales tax on everything. So I pay VAT is like, that's like sales tax, right? I pay sales tax on like on the villas that I sell, so I need to pay 10%. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. That's one. It was one of the main reasons I left, man. Like, as I was running my own business, and like there was one tax year where I had to pay $17,000, and I was like, "Fuck this, man." You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck am I just handing over 17 grand to like, and I'm not seeing any benefit from this shit, you know? People in Canada, they're like, oh yeah, but the free healthcare. But fuck, I haven't been to the doctor in ever. I've never been. I've never gone to the hospital. Honestly, I'd rather pay for it, man. I'd rather pay for it here. If something goes wrong, I'll gladly, happily pay for the fucking, you know, the very skilled doctors. They're building an international hospital here. I mean, you got to pay for it, but it's still not even that bad. I looked into it. For if you have to have emergency heart surgery, then it's 15 grand. So that's as bad as it would have to get, as it ever would get. Look at the 30-minute here, man. I never look at the 30-minute. I guess the 30 minutes in play. These guys haven't lost shit yet though, man, really. This isn't a loss here. They didn't lose this. This is still an internal trend. So we'll see. If we start getting closes below this, then I'll definitely want to get involved. Yeah, no doubt. I try to keep like politics and everything just out of my life, and I just don't give a shit. Honestly, I don't care that bad. Yeah, ES they did reject where they needed to, right? They rejected the spot here. And what I was looking at before on the ES was this. Yeah. Kind of liquidity under here and like this big level. Kind of where I kind of expecting this is big untested for, so. So kind of looking there. I did have a long on the ES today after they made new lows. They made new lows here. And then I took this long right here after gain. Took a long, hit profit target. And then I only got one fill though out of 6, so it wasn't too crazy. But it was this was definitely like some counter trend action that I was thinking about. Now I just want to get a position on the euro. Usually I'm done streaming honestly by now, and I'm into playing Eve, but the stupid market's making me hang around. Really, this doesn't look the greatest setup here for me. I don't like it, you know. I like even this setup was better because it made new low. So this is a setup I probably would have taken. So I was at the chart. This one, no. Yeah, it's not. Let's see what the Dixie did. Yeah, the Dixie's same kind of shit, right? At least the Dixie actually looks like it did make new highs, or is this a double top? This is a double top. So, you know, it's just kind of an ugly top here, man. Like, I don't know. For me, it's better just to not trade. I already got one fuck around here on the euro. I took a long here, and then got stopped. Really just a stupid mistake. I should have waited for them to fail something here. Well, I don't think we're gonna get into any more trades here today. I think that's probably it. And it's Friday, so you guys look for the YouTube videos on Sunday. I will be going over full NAS 100 review, and then probably the top 50 coins. I'll make 2 videos. And then also the people on YouTube, I will try to fix the chat, so the YouTube chat pops up there too. Right now it's just the Kick and the Twitch. You guys have a great weekend, man. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Look out for those videos on YouTube. They'll be coming at you on Sunday. It'll be Sunday morning for you guys. They'll be already out if you're in the States. All right, bros. Peace out.